Hi everybody. Just got a new knife in about an hour ago. Benchmade model 741 Onslaught. First production run. I don't know the number. Let's see. Number 964 of 1,000 pieces. There's going to be a plain edge, stone wash finish. Just bare bones. The way I like it. Go ahead and do a mini review from the defensive standpoint like I do all my cutlery. Alright, this is a larger knife. For some, not for me, you know, I'm used to the Cold Steel Espada, Vaquero series, Gunsight Voyager, things like that. So, fine size for me. I call this medium. Alright, so we've got matte finish, semi-polished, black G10 scales. Got blackened torque screws holding it together. We have a larger pivot than usual. Looks like it's reinforced. Axis locking mechanism. I don't know the dimensions of the handle, but we'll just say it's a little longer than the blade. We'll snap that out and give those dimensions in a second here. It's not very thick. It tapers. I don't know what's like. Well, hell, I'm not going to give you the dimensions. I don't know. It's thin. It starts off pretty decent here, but it just tapers drastically down to a very thin point. Hard use? No. Field use, skinning, utility, yeah, probably the design. Bob Lum designed the custom model and made the custom model called the Forester. This is, by the way, Bob Lum signature groove here, slash finger indexing point. It's pretty handy, actually. Looks pretty cool, too. It's a shallow depression, both sides. Well, it's useless on the other side with the clip there, but I suppose it adds to the aesthetics if you're going to carry it in a sheath or whatnot. I think it's licensed Spyderco opening hole. Goes in a little deep if you ask me for your thumb to hit it. If it were larger, I'd like it a little bit more. You could hit it right on the button a little easier. Backspacer, full length, Zytel or some other nylon reinforced thermoplastic. It's domed. Doesn't have any jimping or grooves. And in fact, let's mention that. There's no jimping or grooves on this knife anywhere. Everything is handled by a pleasant, flowing, ergonomic design. You'll see here, we'll go right into one of those features. We've got finger grooves on both sides. Depressions that help with indexing the knife in a saber grip. Tells you exactly where to put your hand. Like I said, both sides. It's a beautiful piece. The pocket clip, nice and wide, subdued satin gray, blackish finish, secured with a nice solid plate here. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. That's a big clip, kind of gargantuan actually. Pretty neat knife overall. So, I'm going to start doing the handling stuff, or the handling characteristics, a little differently than normal. I'm going to handle this standing up, move around with it a little bit. So there's the blade, 4.3 inches, approximately. I don't know if that's precise or not. The weight is about 7 ounces. I think the catalog claims it's a little, or quite a bit less, but you can tell by feel alone, if you know anything about knives, that's not even close. It's balanced pretty well. It feels like, it's almost balanced at the finger choil, a little bit behind. Feels good though. The blade shape, it's kind of like reminiscent of a harpoon because of the way this dramatic sweep or scallop up to the top or the apex. And going along down the swedge here to the point, just makes it look like harpoon. I think it's cool. It looks really neat. Kind of reminds me of the knife from the Hunted, or from Hunted fame, the one Benicio del Toro carried. The Tops Tom Brown Tracker, which is definitely not a fighting knife. We can get into that later if I ever get one. I have no reason to get one, but you know, maybe I'll borrow one. It's flat ground, so easy to sharpen, strong, lightweight. The knife is overall well balanced. The finish is stone wash. Can't really tell. It's like a light stone wash. Still, it'll make scratches disappear, I think. It's beautiful. I like it. All right. Let's do some handling stuff with this thing. I'm going to do it like I do my knife manipulation videos. I'm going to start doing this because it gives people a better sense. All right. There's the knife in the pocket. It feels pretty good. Weight's not bad. Gargantuan pocket clip, though. Is it a giveaway that it's a big knife? Maybe. Who cares? Well, I mean, you know, some people might care. But me, this is a medium-sized knife to me, so I'm not worried about it. Carries nice. One day I'm going to get into the defensive use, my philosophy of defensive use of a folder. But, so I won't be doing any quick draws or anything like that. When I put my hand in my pocket here, I'm just walking around like this, yank it out, falls right into that finger groove we were talking about, Bob Lum's signature. And then my thumb easily finds the hole from there, flick it out, no problem. Feels real good. Real lightweight like. Going from grip to grip on the spin feels real good. Finger twirl. Not so much. I mean, it's got, let's see. Yeah, feels pretty good. Still, my preferred method, if the handle is short enough, is spins, flat spins. I'd probably use the knife like that. So, it's a beaut. When this axis lock lightens up, I mean, it feels a little stiff on closing it, but you know, axis locks, you can pull the axis bar and you can snap it open. I'm going to break it in first, just natural. I mean, it opens just fine as is. You can snap them closed just by pulling back on the axis locking mechanism, and just the blade will just fall into place. I mean, I had a 730 Aries that did that beautifully. Elishwitz design. Got rid of it like an idiot. Surprise, surprise. Anyways, I'll keep this one. I like it. Beautiful knife. Feel like a medium-sized defensive folding knife. Excellent choice. Probably wouldn't go wrong if you bought one. Thanks all.